Hi everyone, it's Bryn from Coral Designs Art Studio, and today I thought I'd share a few tips on how to be eco-friendly, environmentally friendly while on the go. Earth Day is just a few days away, it's on April 22nd, and we live in a world where there's just so much plastic all over the place, and any way that we can reduce the amount of plastic that we use or reuse items that are made out of plastic is a good thing, I'd say, for the environment. Doing things like this really does push for change in the world, I believe, and really does push governments to create laws that ban things like plastic bags or like the use of straws or like plastic water bottles, which, I know a few of those things are not banned yet, but we're on the right track. So do keep watching. So my first tip is to always have a reusable bag handy. Have it folded up and put in your purse or use it to carry your other items. You never know when you're going to need a bag, and we don't always want to keep saying yes to the plastic bags some grocery stores and some stores still give out. So if you have one of these handy, then it's a huge benefit for the environment. You can also still reuse some of the other bags that you have in your collection, maybe to give as gifts, or if you're giving some food to a friend or to a relative or someone that you've made. Reuse these, put them in your purse. You never know how big or small the bag you need. So this is another example. This is a paper bag. It's made out of, I believe, recyclable material. It's like a paper material, and they're beautiful bags, they're good quality. You can definitely reuse these, and like I said, something like this big bag, as you can see, you can kind of tell there are some fold marks here. You can fold it pretty small and stick it into almost any purse that you have. All right, so that's tip number one. Tip number two is to always carry a reusable water bottle with you. This is glass, but of course you can use a reusable plastic one, not the ones that come, the disposable water bottles, but there are some pretty decent chemical-free plastic water bottles that you can use if you're worried about glass breaking. I don't encourage it, but I can certainly understand there are times when you do want to use a plastic water bottle as opposed to a glass one. In fact, speaking of plastic water bottles, the hack that I learned a couple of years ago from a friend was actually to buy one of these small kitty-sized water bottles. This water bottle is actually meant for a child, and yes, it is made out of plastic, but it fits really easily into like a day bag or into a purse. It's just the right amount of size, and you can always refill it. So if you don't want to carry one of these bigger water bottles, then you can certainly carry one that is a child size, and it works just as well in terms of reducing the amount of styrofoam or water bottles that we use. So that's one of my tips. The other tip that I want to show you is if you're ever going over to someone's home and or you're going to like I go to a meeting every week, and they usually have tea or some sort of drink at the event. I usually try to bring my own cup that I'll reuse. So I'll just throw it in my tote bag and use it while I'm there, so I'm not using a styrofoam or paper cup that's just going to be thrown into the garbage. This is ceramic, but again, there are options out there. This is one that's made out of metal, pretty sturdy. It's actually one that is good if you go camping as well. You can throw it in, not worry that it's going to get broken or anything like that. So if you're going somewhere, it's good to have that on hand. You're going to an event where there's going to be food and you're pretty close with the people who are running the event, like a baby shower or bridal shower of a close friend that there's almost always going to be leftovers. So I would suggest taking a few containers with you. This is a glass container. You can throw it in your bag, or you can throw a plastic one in there if you're worried about the glass breaking. And these are all items that, if you're a commuter, then it's good to pick and choose what you want to carry with you on your daily grind. But if you have a vehicle that you have frequent access to, then why not put a few of these items in the vehicle itself? Why not create a little compartment in the trunk and put, you know, a couple of reusable bags, some containers. Forgot to bring my travel mug, but a travel mug as well, so you know you're not always asking for the paper cups when you go get coffee as well. So those are a few tips on how to be a little bit more environmentally friendly on your commute or in your everyday life. If you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up and please do subscribe. Thanks so much.